Hello everyone, my name is Nikhil Moka. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will discuss IRDAI guidelines on establishment and closure of liaison office by an insurance company registered outside. The foreign companies open liaison office in India for promoting its business activity. The liaison office acts as a channel of communication between the company and various sectoral regulatory authorities in India. Similarly, the foreign insurance companies are allowed to establish the liaison office in India for carrying on its business activities and regulating it with the IRDAI. Henceforth, the IRDAI has issued various framework on the establishment and closure of the liaison office in India 2005 onwards. Keeping in view the recommendations from various stakeholders, the IRDAI issued comprehensive guidelines for establishment and closure of liaison office in India by an insurance company registered outside in India. Now, we will discuss what is a liaison office. A liaison office means a place of office located in India by the name of overseas insurer. The liaison office will act as an intermediary between the principal place of business or head office. It will undertake all the activities of business except commercial, trading, soliciting and industrial activity, or maintain itself out of foreign remittances received from the overseas insurer. Now, we will discuss what is the eligibility for establishing liaison office in India. An overseas insurer company shall have sound financial track record. It shall have a good profit margin during immediately preceding 3 financial years in the home country. Further, the net worth of the company shall be $65 million for opening liaison office in India. Now, we will discuss what are the main steps in establishing a liaison office in India. The following steps shall be followed by the overseas insurance company while opening liaison office in India. The first step in the process is application and processing fee. An application is to be made to Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India in the form IRDAI FIC1 along with the processing fee of $6,000 payable by DD or pay order or online transfer. Further, the application shall be accompanied with the following documents: copy of registration certificate of overseas insurance company, copy of incorporation certificate of overseas insurance company, details of subsidiaries and associate companies, a copy of memorandum of association and articles of association or any other charter, copy of last audited financial statements, certificate from home country insurance regulatory signifying the insurance authorization, letter of comfort from overseas insurance to provide assistance to the liaison office in India, copy of board resolution of the overseas insurance company signifying authorization to officer to sign and file application. The second step in the process is due diligence by the authority. The authority, after receiving the application, shall examine all the documents and cross-check the background of the overseas insurance company. Based on the result of the examination, the authority either reject or approve the application. The third step in the process is review of the application. An applicant can appeal to the authority for review of its application within 30 days of receiving the rejection notice. The fourth step in the process is seeking recommendations from the ministry. Before granting any approval, the authority may seek a view from the Ministry of External Affairs in respect of an application which is received from an overseas insurance company that shares land border with India. The fifth step in the process is establishment of office. An overseas insurance company which has been granted approval by the authority shall, within 6 months from the date of approval, open a liaison office. In case if the liaison office is not open within this period, then the said approval shall be withdrawn. Now we will discuss what is the validity and extension period for the application. The validity of the application shall be for a period of 3 years. Moreover, an overseas insurance company can ask for extension of 1 year by making an application to the authority in the format IRDAI FIC1 before 2 months from the date of expiry of validity period. And the processing fee for such extension application shall be charged at $2,500 by the authority. Moreover, the overseas insurance company who have opened liaison office in India before the issuance of these guidelines can make an application for the extension to the authority. The overseas insurance company who have been granted extension by the authority and operating liaison offices for more than 3 years as on the date of these guidelines is required to close their office within 6 months. Now, we will discuss what are the permissible activities for a liaison office in India. The liaison office shall carry out the following activities from its office. It shall represent the overseas insurance company in India. It shall carry out market and feasibility research in the insurance field. It shall act as a channel of communication between the overseas insurance and the authorities in India. Now, we will discuss what are the restricted activities by a liaison office in India. The liaison office shall not carry out any activity other than the activities for which the approval is needed. All the expenses of the liaison office shall be met through inward remittances from the overseas insurer company. The liaison office shall not borrow or lend any money from or to any person in India. The liaison office shall not acquire, transfer, hold, or dispose of any property in India. The liaison office shall not enter into contract except for the purpose of carrying on the business activities. The liaison office will not have any signing and make any commitment powers. The liaison office will not have any signing and commitment powers. The liaison office shall hold a valid pen. The liaison office shall register itself with the registrar under the Companies Act 2013. The liaison office shall comply with the terms and conditions of the general permission granted under FEMA Act 1999. The liaison office shall obey all laws in India. There shall be a principal officer of the liaison office who will handle all the compliance with the provisions of these guidelines. The office shall inform the authority the name, address, contact number and email of the principal office within 15 days. The officials of the liaison office shall not participate in the management of any other entity. In case of any action against the overseas insurer company in its home country, the information on the said action shall be supplied to the IRDAI within 15 days from the date of action. The approval is not transferable to any entity even in the case of merger or acquisition. The application along with the board resolution and documents from the home country shall be made to the authority for any change in the name of the liaison office. The liaison office shall make a fresh application in the case of merger or acquisition. The authority may investigate or inspect the activities of the liaison office in India. Any other adverse findings by the auditor shall be reported to the authority within 15 days. Now we will discuss what is the manner of keeping records and book by the liaison office. The liaison office shall have only one bank account. In case if the office has more than one account, then such accounts shall be closed within 3 months, or it may seek approval from IRDAI for opening multiple bank accounts. There shall be a proper books of accounts and records that will reflect all the received funds and incurred expenses. There shall be an audited balance sheet, statement of income and expenditure, and a statement of receipts and payments, which is required to be signed by the CA and principal office and be furnished to the authority within 60 days from the end of every financial year. Now we will discuss what is the process of closure of liaison office in India. The first step in the process is submitting a request and publishing the notice. The liaison office shall make a request to the authority before 2 months from the date of expiry and shall publish the notice of the same in one English newspaper and one regional newspaper of the state where the office is situated. The second step in the process is application and supporting documents. The application for closure of liaison office shall be submitted to the authority with the following documents: copy of permission letter from IRDAI for establishment of office, copy of public notice issued in newspapers, independent chartered accountant certificate, confirmation letter signifying there is no court proceedings against liaison office in India, report of registrar in the case of winding up of office. The third step in the process is approval for closure. The authority, after examining the documents, shall order for closure of the liaison office and also intimate to the RBI. The fourth step in the process is closure of liaison office for opening branch office. The overseas insurance company can open a branch office in India provided that the existing liaison office in India is closed down at the time of taking approval for opening a branch office. The fifth step in the process is timeline for closure. The liaison office of overseas insurer shall close the liaison office within 6 months from the issuance of the guidelines. Moreover, the application for such closure shall be made to the authority at least 2 months before the date of expiry of 6 months period. Now, we will discuss what is the withdrawal of approval by the authority. The authority, after giving an opportunity of being heard to the liaison office, can withdraw the approval if they have not complied with the following: they did not furnish any document, statement, account return or report. They does not cooperate with the investigating authority of IRDAI or RBI. They fail to comply with any directions. They fail to comply with the terms and conditions of the approval. For more such update, please subscribe to the channel.